Hey folks, this is Real Honesty with Jonn Ritland. I'm Jonn Ritland. We're back, that is.
Yes.
And Survivor Series predictions. While the Derb looks for something. Well, this is going to be an odd show.
Hey?
Because you have 7 matches that are Raw versus SmackDown. And then you have one match, the Bastard Child, the Cruiserweight title match. I feel bad for them, but I mean, that's how they're going to be booked.
You have been forgotten.
So here's my question. That's like there's a 2-hour pre-show.
Yeah.
That's the one match.
Yeah.
Why don't they put a Cruiserweight elimination match on there? Or at least a Raw versus SmackDown tag team thing. That doesn't have to count towards standings or anything.
Tag team thing.
Yes. Kim Kardashian would approve of that. Anyway, moving on.
Yeah.
We have Enzo versus Kalisto for the Cruiserweight title. Who do you have? Why?
Kalisto, because...
Go ahead.
Enzo is not a good champion.
No.
He's not entertaining.
No.
And the only way I would allow Enzo to walk out of there with the champion is if Neville also walks over and beats the living shit out of him.
Remember how great that was at the end of that Raw? And how I was cheering and perhaps going a little too far with Wayne Enzo.
And maybe having him return at Survivor Series is actually a good move.
Agreed.
But on the pre-show then.
I mean, would it be any different than how they've used Neville? I mean, maybe. Who knows? It's...
Shane is out for... What if Shane was out for Survivor Series?
And they had Neville
As a replacement for Shane.
Okay. No, I mean, I'm not opposed to that.
But that would be very unlikely.
Very unlikely. But who knows? Anyway, so... Yes. You have Kalisto, I have Enzo, not because I want Enzo to win, but because I'm thinking that they're going to have somebody finally beat him, build somebody up, have Ali, have Alexander, have somebody, bring back Hornswoggle, have him do it.
Hey, he just got released from TNA.
He got released.
Why the fuck not ruin the Cruiserweights for a second time?
You know what? Here's the thing. With what Impact Wrestling is doing now with all the releases, they're going to have like 20 people left.
Unless they want to keep things low key.
The dumbest fucking wrestler, according to Jim Cornette. God damn it.
He was out.
You tried to do more shit. I still love, though. I'm Jim Cornette. This is a live microphone. The audio guy's on Xanax.
Anyway,
moving
back
on
on subject.
I have Enzo retaining. Not with a ton of conviction, but at this point, if you want to make the Cruiserweight title mean something... One, they shouldn't have had Kalisto beat Enzo when they did.
Yeah.
Have it if you built it up to this, had Kalisto beat him after a couple months, okay, I would have been okay with that. But giving the title back to Kalisto, okay, if Enzo doesn't win the rematch, then all right, but Kalisto's not very interesting either. They might just want to do it where they have a driving force and have Ali or Alexander or somebody like that take it from him. Mm-hmm. Am I going to be upset if Kalisto wins? No. But I think Enzo's winning.
What I think they need to do is, after Survivor Series, treat 205 Live like the biggest fucking deal in the world.
Yeah.
And what I mean by that is, have the commentary team get excited when a Cruiserweight match is up.
Mm-hmm.
So, or, make it a big deal. Make it feel like a main event when the Cruiserweights are up. Because they get so little time to work, you gotta make them feel like a big deal if you want people to watch 205 Live.
Right.
And they are extremely good. Cedric Alexander.
Whew. Jack Gallagher, Mustafa Ali, Davari, all those people.
Grand Metal League, Brian Panther, all
but
of them.
What you were saying about Alexander's a shining star of the division. And that's all due respect to Ali and everybody there.
Yeah.
And not the shining star that, for you to see just how jobbed you
I
truly be.
thought you were going to go Primo and...
Remember how we saw them at a dark match and we're like,
yeah.
Holy crap, they're still here?
No, I think it was Primo was recovering from an injury for nearly a year, so
Well,
that's why.
It's been about 6 months or so. Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah.
But anyway, I agree with your idea of fantasy booking that and making 205 Live seem better because, with 3 hours of Raw and 2 hours of SmackDown, you got to make people really hook them in to want to watch 205 Live.
Yes.
That's 6 hours of content in 2 days. And you're going to give us Stephanie on Raw, so you got to give us a reason to tune into a show that doesn't have And I'm sorry if people like her, but a stupid cunt that can't talk on TV.
Yeah.
I mean, look, Stephanie may have the blood in her veins, the blood of the business in her veins, or whatever the fuck I was trying to say. But she shouldn't be on TV because she's terrible. Yeah. Any of you watching are fans of her, cool. I'm just not.
Yeah. Honestly, Triple H being the face of Raw would be much better than Stephanie, only because when he delivers something, he delivers it with conviction.
When Stephanie
does it, it just feels like condescending bullshit.
And that's just not good. But, fancy booking a little too much. Let's go on to New Day versus The Shield. Hootie Shield. That quick enough for you?
Yeah.
It'll be a really fun match. I think they should add a
stipulation.
They will
put on a terrific show.
Despite the fact Roman's in it.
Yeah.
I mean, Roman's fine. But anyway, I don't know if this is elimination style or not. They didn't discuss that. But if it is, then I'm all for it. But if it's just a typical tag match, hey, 6-man tag match, cool. Give it some good spots. I would have had it be a brawl. I would have had it be a street fight. A Meryl Streep fight. But Shield wins.
Yeah.
It'll be fun. Team Raw, Alicia is the captain. The ship be sinking, yo. Asuka, Nia, both of her. Sasha.
She's the captain of the flagship show.
Oh, God. It's funny because it's punny. But, like I said, Alicia, Asuka, Nia, both of her. Sasha and Bayley versus Team SmackDown. Becky, Tamina, Naomi, Carmella. Open spot, so possibly Paige?
Possibly.
I mean, Xavier did lay the SmackDown on
and then it's Lana.
Oh, God! Oh, Jesus. Watch, after all that time of saying it's not going to be Lana, it's going to be her. Mickey James jumps to SmackDown again. No. Natty, it wouldn't be Natty, and I feel bad. Mm-hmm. Oh, God, if it's Nikki Bella, I'm going to freaking run.
Why would you even suggest that?
Because you could see them doing it, too. I
don't want to see them doing it.
Technically, it would just be Nikki because you can't see Cena. Sorry.
Yeah.
Anyway, so versus Team Raw for the women, the Raw women, Asuka Raw. I'm fine. Team SmackDown, captained by Becky. Who do you have? And we have Team Raw.
Yeah.
The Team SmackDown women will do well, but they're overmatched here.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be fun. It's going to be a fun match. Please let it at least come down to, like, maybe Asuka. I think Alicia's going to be eliminated first. She's going to be the captain. She's going to be eliminated first. It'll come down to, like, Asuka and, say, Sasha. Or Asuka.
Asuka and Becky.
Well, I'm saying for the Raw team. Oh, you're saying it's going to be one sole survivor. You're going to say just as opposed to two sole survivors. You're saying that's what it's going to be. It's going to come down. It's going to come down to them.
Yeah.
Okay. I like it.
They will put on a fantastic match. Asuka will win because Asuka,
besides being delightfully beautiful, is dangerous as fuck.
Yeah.
I will be fine when I see Becky and Asuka. I will not be at all. Not sure you'll be much better either. We may do a live reaction stream on YouTube. Let us know.
And the couch may be wrapped in saran wrap.
Yes, may possibly be.
Because not on the couch.
No, not on the couch. But again, we may do a live reaction stream on YouTube. We're still going to test that idea out. We'll see how we feel. Because if we don't really feel like doing it, we're not going to.
I wonder if I feel asleep.
Fun fact, my mom texted me saying that somebody fell asleep and she accidentally said feel asleep.
Metal Gear.
Metal Gear. Snake
Colonel.
Why
are you grunting?
So we have Team Raw winning. I like your idea of it.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be Asuka and Bayley's final two. And Becky will get eliminated, obviously, but Asuka will beat her.
Yes.
And then Asuka will kick the shit out of Bayley and say bye. That's your tube, man. So, Sheamus and Cesaro versus the Usos. Who do you have?
Sheamus and Cesaro.
You have them. I have the Usos.
The Sosos.
The Sosos. Well, Sosos on promos. I think what's going to happen
Listen,
is...
Cesaro wants more than just his 2 front teeth for Christmas.
He wants
the Usos head on a platter. And he'll get that before Thanksgiving.
Sacha Baron Cohen and Madagascar. Bring me my nuts on a silver platter. Now, try to unhear that.
No.
So you got Sheamus and Cesaro winning. I'm fine with either team winning, honestly. I think this is a better matchup rather than Dean and Seth versus the Usos, even though that would have been a really good match.
Because it's less predictable that way, too.
This is true.
But with Sheamus and Cesaro, they're more powerful. Cesaro is ridiculous in the ring. He's kind of owed something after that whole shindig.
You're talking about him being paired with Paul Heyman and failing miserably?
That and having his teeth jammed up his skull.
Yeah, oh, yeah, that.
Yeah, that.
Anyway.
Yeah.
I agree.
They'll put on a fantastic show regardless, but I'm more in favor of Sheamus and Cesaro.
I'm not saying I'm in favor of the Usos winning, but I could see it happening. Mm-hmm. They've been a team for way longer, and that's nothing against Sheamus and Cesaro, who have bonded greatly as a team.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, because of the fusion dance, but because I think the Usos finally, they're giving them some momentum, and this will be one the SmackDown wins. And I'd be fine with that. I wasn't even upset when the Usos beat the New Day at Hell in a Cell, and that's saying something when I wasn't upset with the Usos winning a tag title match. So I have the Usos winning. I think the momentum will swing in their favor. I won't be upset if Sheamus and Cesaro win.
Yeah.
And we're not making any bets, by the way, about who does what or whatever. It's just to see who wins.
Yeah.
Because WWE, after this whole SummerSlam fiasco, where I won after predicting 4 matches, maybe 5 correctly, I think it was 4 or 5.
That was garbage.
Yeah. I was like, well, we're not doing these prediction things anymore. Or at least betting things on.
I'm super exhausted.
You are. We will finish up this thing quickly. So you have the Usos, I have the Usos, you have Sheamus and Cesaro. Alexa is the Raw Women's Champion versus Charlotte. Who do you have? And why?
Charlotte.
Okay.
She's a better competitor.
She will be tested. Shout out TNA Creative.
So, yeah, she's the better competitor. After the 30 for 30 with Ric Flair, they're going to keep that momentum going because it's all about the dollar. And then, of course, it's probably going to end with either figure 4 or something like that.
Probably.
But afterwards,
Charlotte will be exhausted.
Carmella is going to cash in. That's not part of my prediction, but I feel like she's going to cash in finally.
Hear that? See, I thought they might have done it at the Starrcade House show, but they apparently are not going to put that on the network. Maybe. I don't know. They might. I don't know. I have Alexa winning. I think that Alexa is going to win via shenanigans.
Shenanigans!
Because I'm going with your idea of
what was that I did earlier? Like the Omen. It's all shenanigans!
It's for you, Damien. It's all for you. I have Alexa winning for this reason.
Yeah.
I think Carmella's music's going to hit. Charlotte's going to get distracted. 1, 2, 3. Alexa's somehow going to somehow hit the DDT. Charlotte is going to be down. Carmella runs out and cashes in. Mm-hmm. And 1, 2, 3. New champion. Because Charlotte doesn't need to have the championship that long.
Yeah. But then she gets her rematch and takes it back.
True, but maybe you push that
after
later.
Money in the Bank.
Oh God. You push that till the Rumble. And that you give Carmella a nice little 2-month run. Because she doesn't need a long run.
No.
But there we go with that. I have Alexa winning, though. And whether it's via shenanigans, whether it's clean, I think it'll be via shenanigans. But Raw champ, The Miz, versus SmackDown champ.
Miz.
Corbin. Miz. Miz is winning. Can Corbin win? Yes, he can't cut a promo, but he can win. He can cut a promo when he's not on script. He did better on Talking Smack.
Miz can pull a promo off and on script.
Well, Corbin just wants Miz to be his daddy.
Ugh.
Or
you're gonna call me daddy.
Yeah. Oh yeah, right. I screwed that up. But Miz wins. Well, I'm all for it. I'm fine with Miz winning. I think
super great. Super creep. You're super creepy.
Did you talk to my exes again?
No, I was talking about Baron.
Baron talked to my exes.
What the fuck are you doing?
I don't know. I don't know at all. I...
Also, yes.
Yes. Krieger. So Miz wins. It'll be a fun match, though. It'll be better than I expected. This could be the sleeper fun match of the night. Maybe. Or maybe Baron just puts us to sleep.
Probably.
Not that Miz is the greatest wrestler ever, but he's certainly developed his character really well and is on fire. Like a Tibetan monk. Or a Buddhist monk. Which one is it?
I'm not even going to delve into that one.
I learned in an MST episode. Anyway, Team Raw. Angle, Braun, Finn, Joe, and Triple H.
You learned about that event from an MST episode?
I learned the joke from it. I did watch 7 Years in Tibet and it was a good movie. Anyway, Team Raw. Angle, Braun, Finn, Joe, and Triple H versus Team SmackDown, Shane, Orton, Rude, Nakamura, and Cena. Or maybe not Shane. Maybe Shane's too beat down and he doesn't appear. Could we see Daniel Bryan return? It's a shot.
One would hope.
One would hope. It's not going to happen. Roof will fucking come off the place if it does.
Oh, yes.
Oh, God.
But, anyway, Team SmackDown.
Team SmackDown. Because I think what's going to happen is Jason Jordan's going to attack Kurt Angle.
Yeah.
Causing, it's like eliminating him. Joe and Finn are going to brawl. Braun will somehow get counted out or they'll just beat him down to the point where he can't answer a count and gets counted out. Because, something like that. Something that makes it look like it took every bit of effort for them to beat him down. And then that leaves Triple H.
Yep.
And Triple H succumbs to the numbers. Why not? Now, could Team Raw win? Sure, it would be stupid, but it would be a way to tie into the Raw 25th anniversary.
You got two grumpy old men on one side and only one grumpy old man on the other.
To be fair, Orton's not exactly old, but he is grumpy.
Yeah, but that's Orton.
True.
Hear his voices in his head.
They counsel him.
They talk to his bread.
Yes. The crust of the issue. So
they loaf him very much.
You better believe we're going to keep up with these puns during this live stream. Team SmackDown.
The least we can do.
It's that easy being yeasty. Gross. So Raw, Universal Champion, Bork Laser versus Brock Lesnar. Bork Laser, though.
AJ Styles.
You have AJ Styles.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Speed, skill,
Uh-huh.
all things Bork doesn't have anymore.
True.
Bork can't bring that intensity like he used to.
Mm-hmm.
All Styles has got to do in the match is to be able to outmaneuver him, and that's easy enough for him to do.
True.
He is a guy you could give 48 hours notice and he'll put on a 5-star match in a night.
This is true. You know what? I actually just had a whole thing about why I think Team Raw is going to lose. Jinder attacks Triple H setting up the India tour.
Do you mean the India match?
Yes, the India match.
Because that's been reduced to one date.
Yes. Jinder, however, is going to jump to Raw. So anyway, which I think should happen. I have
Not before getting beat up by Rusev, I hope.
Yes. He could get beat up by Rusev
Because
on the
every
way.
day is Rusev Day.
Hashtag Rusev Day. Rusev could beat him up on the way out.
Yeah.
So I have Bork. Because I think what's going to happen is if they try to tease the whole thing of Jinder wanting to get his rematch the next SmackDown, they're going to have maybe Jinder attack here. Because he's not on the... Yes. And he's not on the card. He's not on the card. So they can find a way for him to interfere in the Team Raw, Team SmackDown match or this match. But interfere and distract. And then, of course, Bork hits the 1 F5 because all it takes now is 1 F5 until you're Roman Reigns, and then he'll kick out at 50 at WrestleMania. Okay, 51. But anyway, I have Bork winning. I think it's going to happen. Look, would I be upset if Styles won? No, I'd be thrilled.
Yeah.
I think Bork is winning.
Because there's got to be proof of an attitude change in WWE's mentality of Vince McMahon likes big sweaty men.
Yes.
That's the only thing I'll credit Ross for, sorry. But
yes,
Vince McMahon does love big sweaty men.
He does.
Triple H has gotten smarter. So you can see it in the way he treats NXT.
He still wants Booker T to fetch him a towel, though. I'm not letting that storyline go. That was crap.
Was it like 17 years ago?
15, actually, next year. Okay. It was in Seattle, and I was embarrassed Booker T did not win. I like your idea, though. Triple H has gone better with some of the youth. Anyway, so we're going to end this. He is tired. I am tired. And what do you guys think of our predictions? Do you agree? Do you disagree? Do you think Survivor Series is going to be better or War Games, TakeOver War Games is going to be better? By the way, check out my predictions of that. I did it on my own. We will probably not be watching War Games here. You'll be busy.
Yeah.
Otherwise, if otherwise, he'll let me know and we'll watch it here. Otherwise, I'll have a review up of that later. Check out my other reviews. Check out this guy's game channel that he will plug in the description, and also check out his thumbnail. Really? Right. Is that the Twitch? Oh, okay. I thought the Twitch thing. Anyway, like, share, comment, subscribe. Twitter links, thumbnail from this guy in the description. It's been Real Honesty with Jonn Ritland. I'm Jonn Ritland. That.
Here's the Terminator.
We will see you Sunday.
See ya.
Maybe.